Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are exploring a vital topic in Selenium, weights or synchronization. I held off on this topic to ensure we cover it properly, as it's crucial for optimizing your web automation scripts. Plus, I have made some changes to our test websites to show you exactly how weight functions in Selenium. Let's dive in. Why weights are required in Selenium automation? Weights are like helpful guides for our automation scripts. They ensure that the script waits for the web element to be ready before attempting any interactions. Because without waits, your automation script might try to click a button or send a text to an input field that hasn't loaded yet, leading to errors and failures. In our test website, we'll work with a header that changes 5 seconds after the page loads. Then we'll interact with a button that becomes clickable after 10 seconds. Finally, we'll handle an input field that gets enabled 5 seconds after the button click. Let's see how to manage these elements using Selenium weights. There are Implicit Wait, Explicit Wait, and Fluent Wait. Let's see all of them. In the first example, we'll ignore all the weights and we'll just load the URL and try to get the ID of the header text after changing. As you can see, the script fails and shows a no such element found exception because the text changes after 5 seconds, but our scripts try to interact with it the moment it loads. First, let's look at implicit wait. Implicit wait serves as a default waiting mechanism. When you enable it, Selenium waits for a specific duration when trying to find an element before throwing a no such element exception. This type of wait applies globally across the WebDriver instance, which means it is applicable for all the elements which you are going to interact in that particular driver instance. To add an implicit wait, you just have to say driver.manage.timeouts and then implicitly wait, and you have to pass the timeout duration, which is duration of seconds. Here I'm giving 20 seconds, and this duration depends on your requirement. Now when we run it with implicit wait, our script is more reliable as it waits for the element to be available before interacting with them. Now let's talk about explicit wait. Unlike implicit wait, explicit waits are more targeted and allow you to wait for a specific condition to be satisfied. This is useful for elements with longer load times or when you need to verify specific conditions such as element to be clickable or element to be selected, invisibility of an element, presence of an element. I'll put all those in the description, you can see that later. We'll comment out the implicit wait and initialize a WebDriver wait, which is explicit wait, and I'm giving the same duration, which is 20 seconds. And as I said, it is a targeted condition where you can specify which condition you want to be waiting for. Here I'm gonna give wait for the presence of the element. So now let's try the button click. So here I'm gonna use element to be clickable. So explicit wait ensures that a header element is present before interacting with it, and it ensures the element is clickable before clicking it. Lastly, let's discuss Fluent Wait. Fluent Wait is kind of like an extension to the explicit wait. as it offers advanced flexibility by allowing you to define polling intervals, exceptions to ignore during the wait period, and give a maximum timeout duration. This is particularly useful for elements that appear randomly or have a varying load times. The polling time of explicit wait is defaulted to 500 milliseconds, but in Fluent Wait you can modify it as per your requirement. And this could be an interview question as well, so make a note of it. We'll grab the input field in a web element and then we'll initialize the Fluent Wait. Fluent Wait takes timeout, polling duration, and then the exception to ignore while initializing it. And then we'll create a lambda function in Java to wait until that element is interactable, and then we'll send text to that input field. And that's how you implement a Fluent Wait. Fluent Wait makes our script wait dynamically based on the conditions we set, making it very flexible and reliable. To summarize, waits in Selenium are crucial for synchronizing your scripts with dynamic nature of web elements. Whether you use implicit wait for global approach, explicit wait for targeted condition, or fluent wait for advanced flexibility, they all help you to ensure your automation scripts run smoothly. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, we are targeting 1000 subs, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments what are the topics you would like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.